Well, yeah, as the player said, Southern did a good job early, especially of collapsing down on Gregory and Doug. We were able to make that extra pass. Jahan's hitting that first one, I think, broke the ice for us because we had been struggling to shoot it for 3 games. But we shot it really well for 23 games. So I never lost confidence in these guys' ability to shoot the basketball. We made the extra pass. We had some foolish turnovers at times, but some of that had to do with Southern's pressure and their denials. But as the game wore on, we were willing to make the extra pass. Ethan Reige gave us a huge lift the first half when Doug was in foul trouble, and then we were really efficient to start the second half offensively.
Questions?
Greg, even though you said you hadn't lost confidence in their ability to shoot the ball, could you sense that guys were starting to maybe get a little tight or press or?
No. They. The shots we had tonight were very similar to the shots we had at Evansville, and we had some of the same shots at Northern Iowa that we missed. Wichita State, that game was just an aberration. They were outstanding. We weren't very good, and they just. I'm not sure we lost that game as much as they beat us.
Can you talk about keeping Doug out of the first half? I mean, obviously he had foul trouble, but it seemed like he was out for the last 10 minutes or so.
He was out for the last 14 minutes. And, he got his second foul, and we had a lead, and I think they maybe went up 1 at one time. And I just kind of told myself as long as we keep it within a possession or 2, we were going to try to save him and get to the second half. And, Ethan Reige gave us great minutes. Will Artino, went in and played 2 or 3 minutes at the 4, which he hasn't done much this year, alongside Gregory, and really gave us productive minutes. But we had to fight through some foul trouble, and we were really pleased with that run we put on late in the first half to get up 9 points at halftime.
Defensively, was the plan for second Dantiel to play him straight up on one-on-one?
Yeah, pretty much. I thought we did a good job the first half of getting to their shooters. The second half, I thought we were half a step slow. Now, I played our starters more than I've played them recently. Obviously, we desperately needed this game, and they seemed to have a rhythm. The 5 starters, along with Ethan Reige, it didn't matter really which combination. It felt like they played pretty well. So, I think some of those late shots, I think, were probably could be attributed to fatigue. But defensively, I really liked the way we played the first half. Disappointed that we were a half a step slow the second half.
What else did you see that you liked tonight that maybe you haven't been seeing?
The ball movement was good. As Doug said, I thought we ran the floor well and took advantage of some things in transition. And I really liked the way Antoine Young played tonight. He was in charge of that locker room and was talking on the floor, was helping when he was supposed to help, and handled the basketball, made good decisions with it going to the basket. I thought he was much more valuable than the 15 points he scored tonight.
2 more.
How big was he in the first half when Doug had to go foul trouble? I think he scored a lot of your points. I think he's 6 of 8 during that run.
Yeah, he's our only senior on our team. He's really important to our success, and obviously we rely on him a lot. And Austin Chapman has been able to give us some good minutes off the bench, and he did again tonight. But Antoine's our leader. He's our point guard. And tonight I thought he did a great job of finding the big guys in transition, throwing that pass up over top, letting them go get it. That's what a senior's supposed to do, and he played that to the T tonight.
This kind of game going into the bracket buster, how valuable?
I think it's valuable in that I think there's some things we can learn from it still, because defensively we weren't where we needed to be the second half. Rebounding, we weren't where we needed to be the first half. Now we cleaned that up a little bit better the second half. But the guys are going to feel better. When you get off to the start that we had at 21-2, people expect that it's going to be that way every night,
right.
And that takes a toll on these young guys, and especially when it goes bad, and now people start to question them and what they're doing and how they're doing it, and they deserve better than that, because they've had a heck of a season so far, and we had a bad week, and there's no denying that, and we worked hard to try to clean that up, and we're going to continue to try to work hard, because we have a very good basketball team coming to our place on Saturday night.
Last question.
Typically played your starters that many minutes every game?
No, we've used our bench a little bit more than we did tonight. But as I said, Doug only played 6 minutes the first half, so we used him a lot the second half. And I really liked the flow that those 5 starters plus Ethan Reige were able to create tonight, and we just decided to go with it. We had to have this game.